Tell you there, champs, and I'm buzzing because today I'm going to talk about the affordable XPS 15. We're talking about the Inspiron 16, and I have some exciting news about the next XPS 15 and 17. What GPU is going to be going in it. I'm actually buzzing. I'm blown away because I think it's happening. We're going to get an awesome GPU in the XPS 15. Make sure you stay tuned to the end because I'll talk about that. But first, we'll talk about these Inspiron laptops. I don't mean to gloss over these Inspiron laptops because there is an awesome 16-inch one. But basically, we have Inspiron 13, 14, 14 2-in-1, a 15, and a 16 Plus, which is wow. That thing looks amazing. These come with Intel 11th generation CPUs and Ryzen 5000 CPUs as well in some of the models. So there you can see sort of like the 13, 14, 15 Inspiron family there. Of course, you get some 2-in-1s in there as well. They're supposed to have fast charge, advanced thermals, you know, all the modern standby, all that good stuff. This is the one I want to talk about, the 16 Plus. Stay tuned for that. And then you have the Inspiron 14 2-in-1, which you can get Intel and AMD with that. But let's talk about this Inspiron 16. Here it is, the Inspiron 16. To me, this is the affordable XPS 15, and you can see there it does look good. Put some photos on the screen now as well. Starting at a reasonable $949. That is amazing. And what we can see here in this press release is NVIDIA RTX graphics. But not only that, we have H processors, which goes in the XPS 15, and we have GTX and RTX graphics. Get to that in a sec because I think they're talking about some unannounced graphics. And that's what we want. We want H processors. Would be nice if they had Ryzen 2, but I'm not going to complain about Intel H processors if we get Thunderbolt. We'll look at the specs in a sec. But clearly here it says RTX 3060 and it says GTX as well. So I'm thinking GTX 3050, 3050 Ti. I don't think they're going to be RTX, which is what I was thinking they were before. But anyway, we have a 3K panel, 10-bit, 1000:1 contrast, 100% sRGB, and that's the thing, 300 nits brightness. It's not going to be the premium displays that you get in the XPS, right? Because it is, you know, at a lower price point. But yeah, 16 by 10 Wolf. That's what I'm talking about. And the awesome graphics here. Now let's look at the specs of it. Okay, so here's the specs. You have two battery configurations, 56 watt hour and 86 watt hour battery. We have 130 watts. 130 watts RTX 3060. What does that mean? Should I talk about it now? Yeah, let's do it. That means XPS 15, XPS 17, 130 watt packages, right? 130 watt packages. And what does it say here in this laptop? RTX 3060. Now I thought that could not go in an XPS 15 or 17 because you can only use 50 watts. They're supposed to be a 60 watt part, the 3060 minimum, right? But now when I think about it, you've got dynamic boost, right? You could give the GPU, you know, 60 watts if you needed it and just, you know, crank down the CPU a little bit. But because this Inspiron here is a 130 watt package and it's offering an RTX 3060, it has to go into the XPS 15. I'll be very disappointed if it doesn't go in the XPS 15 and 17, because if the Inspiron's got better graphics than the XPS 15, come on, that's just not happening, right? So what we have here is 11th gen H processors, so that will be going in the XPS 15 and 17 as well. So that's the next generation. We don't know what they are yet. Of course they're going to be 11 whatever 750 or 11 900s or whatever they're going to be H processors, the next generation, up to 8 cores, etc. New architecture too, so there should be a nice boost. The iGPU or the internal graphics will be much better as well, so we should get some productivity boost, and we've got some machine learning in there as well. So GTX and RTX graphics, so I'm thinking here, obviously it did say RTX 3060, and I'm thinking GTX 3050, 3050 Ti. The 3K display I was talking about, you can have up to 32 gigs RAM. I don't know why you couldn't do more than that. We'll be able to upgrade the RAM yourself. DDR4 3200, NVMe storage, HDMI 2. Well, that's a little disappointing because I was thinking 2.1 because this is NVIDIA 30 series. Thunderbolt 4, Wolf, I love that. I'm totally invested in Thunderbolt, so that's the main advantage of Intel here. And we get some USB Type A's, etc., SD card slot, Wi-Fi 6. And do we have weight? Dimensions? No, we don't have any weight or dimensions yet. But given that it's a 16 by 10, you know, it doesn't look much bigger than the screen, so you can sort of get the dimensions there. Yeah, it's a little bit chunkier than the XPS, it looks like. But man, this is going to be the affordable XPS 15, and I'm so excited that the XPS 15, it's got to have an RTX 3060 now. I'm seeing this here. This is a 130 watt package. If they do not put an RTX 3060 in the next XPS 1517, ooh, there's going to be trouble there. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Are you pumped? I'm pumped. Let me know down there in the comments. Catch you in the next one. Tally ho.